What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician myself. This is a debut on the channel from a game called God of War. This is the 2018 version. The song is called Memories of Mother. Before I get started on this one, I have definitely played this game before. I have played all the God of Wars except for Ascension. So I grew up with them 1 through 3. I even had the I regret saying this, but I even had the red limited edition God of War PSP that I sold. I wish I never sold that, but really quickly regarding this video and why it's here. By the way, this is requested by Gabriel on PayPal. Thank you. God of War is one of those games where the soundtrack from since always has been like this ambient background thing that is not really meant to stand out, if that makes any sense. So in the entire time that I've played God of War, and I think I speak for a lot of people, I don't know like what a single song like sounds like per se, except for one, and that is a song relating to the mom. I'm not sure if it's this one. It could be because of the name. But I'll let you know immediately if I've heard it or not. But I am actually curious because I've never taken the time to listen to the soundtrack of God of War outside of just playing the games. So the cool thing is that there's other songs coming up very soon after this one. So I'm bound to hear something that I haven't heard or paid attention to. I hope that makes sense. So I potentially have heard this before, but I've never paid attention to it. Also let you know if it's the main motif that I'm familiar with. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, this is composed by Bear McCreary, who, fun fact, is a character in Ragnarok. He's the short guy with the hurdy-gurdy, and his name is Bear backwards. I love God of War. It's a great series. Anyways, God of War 2018, Memories of Mother. Let's go. I'll talk later. Let's just hear it. First time I can just like appreciate this song on its own. Damn, that's actually really, really gorgeous. I knew it was gorgeous, but this is the one I know, by the way. So it's the main melody. It's a beautiful melody. I platinumed this game too. I love this game. I love all the God of Wars. Ooh. Never noticed that before. crescendo here of constantly going up, which is very fitting. Oh man, this brings back such good memories. What's the name of the song? Alright, so just as a forewarning, I'm gonna try my best to not like talk spoilers. I don't really like spoilers at all, but I'm gonna kind of like maybe hint at them. So just as a warning, if you've never played the 2018 or Ragnarok game. So yes, this is the one song that I'm familiar with in God of War. Up until this song, when I first heard it, which appears in 2018, I'm just gonna call it 2018 God of War. Like I said, the music has never really stood out to me in God of War 1 through 3 or any of the other ones, because it was always more of like a intense battle, boom, 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 and just, you know, really pumping you up type of thing. Not really, it never really goes in this direction. And I also don't know who composed those first three. Or not the first three, but those style of games before it went into this over-the-shoulder view. So this is the one song that I am familiar with because I didn't know it was attached to Faye. To me, this sounds like the theme of both 2018 and Ragnarok. I just figured it was the like main leitmotif, because it kind of plays throughout multiple places. It plays at the beginning. It plays not at the beginning. I do remember though when it first struck me was a certain scene. Man, it's hard to not, you know, talk spoilers, but a certain scene where giants are, and it's, you know, it really hits at that moment. It always hits, but it seems, I can't remember exactly, even though I played both games, like I can't remember exactly when this leitmotif plays, but it seems to be kind of like at the beginning and at the end of both of them, maybe? I played Ragnarok when it came out, and I played this one when it came out, which was a while ago now. Damn, time flies. So, well, the good news is for the upcoming requests for this game is I won't have any idea what those sound like, because those have always been songs that just went right past me as I'm, you know, hurling joggers around. But this one, I think everyone is familiar with. It's one of those like really strong melodies that stick out because it's not during gameplay. Well, it's not during, let me rephrase that. This song usually plays during really important sections. I think that's fair. Now that I think about it, well, for one, I have no idea who the singer is. I couldn't see it here. This is Bear McCreary's actual channel. And now that I think about it, I wonder if the vocalist is supposed to be like Faye singing. You know, if that's the whole premise of the song, if it's Mother that's making the vocals, I guess. I never thought about that. The song reminds me of a couple things, which is one, it's like the kind of Renaissance type of period, and also a game that I'm quite fond of, which is Nier Gestalt or Replicant. And there's a very cool song that plays in Facade, which is the desert with all the rules. That song is kind of similar to this one. You know, this is gonna be interesting because I have stuff to say about the game and the song, which is very rare because 95% of the time when I do these videos, I've never played the game or have heard the song. This, I've done both. So I'm just being honest with you. Well, that was the first time that I ever heard it outside the game, so I can kind of just really appreciate it. And I heard little things here and there that I normally wouldn't have. This still holds up really, really well. You know, Even the game 2018 looks exactly like Ragnarok and vice versa. You know, it didn't look like a huge jump. It just looked like a continuation of the game. Like I'll still see people playing 2018 like on a live stream, and it looks just as good. Game still holds up, story holds up. I know a lot of people were divided on like, you know, new voice actor and new gameplay, and we have Atreus now and all that. I mean, I just love the whole mythology aspect and the way they play. They're really good games and they're really fun. Now, one thing I never really noticed until now, because I'm paying attention to it, is the whole crescendo of it all. The crescendo is, you know, music basically going up in volume until like a peak, and then it just. And I never really thought about it, but it's kind of the premise of the game. Without saying much, you know what I mean? Those who know. Those who don't, I'm being as careful as I can. But, you know, I never really thought that. It's kind of like we're ascending. So I'm trying to be careful with my words here, but overall, 2018 God of War was such a special time for me because I was in a really rough spot. totally rough spot. And I just got my PS4, and this was one of the games I wanted. I bought like one game like a year back then type of thing, but this one came out, I beat it immediately, I platinumed it. I don't platinum games really, but I platinumed it because it was so fun. I wanted to do everything. I still have the screenshot from when I did it. It was like I forgot what I was doing. It was it's one of those like side missions, and yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. But you know, I remember I felt accomplished, and I also felt really sad that it was over. You know, I hadn't felt that feeling in a while where I'm like, oh, there's nothing else to do. You know, I did all the 9 realms. I did, you know, I was thinking we would be able to go to the other realms that were locked. I was like hoping for DLC. I remember there was that secret armor if you had to like move across this one section, and then like a chime went off. That whole game was so like great to me, right? The whole Jorgemonder going into his belly, all that, which by the way, that's right there. You know, I've always been a huge fan of mythology, especially Greek, and now Norse. And I didn't really know Norse too much until this series. I kind of, hopefully, like I know this sounds weird, but like I kind of wish these games just continue forever. I just hope to keep going into different territories or something, because the characters and the stories are just so great to me. You know what I mean? But the music, you know, I don't know much about Bear McCreary. I know he's involved. I saw him at the it was like some Game Awards or something. He spoke, and then again, he's like a character in Ragnarok, which I thought was funny. And but I don't know his resume, like did he? Because what he makes sounds like movies. You know what I mean? Which in a way, God of War is like a giant movie. But that's why I'm saying I didn't really remember any of the songs. So it's not really a jab. It's just, this is how I feel in general about orchestral kind of ambient music in video games nowadays. It's perfect when you're playing it, but there's no way I'm gonna remember like a single melody or hook or something, because it's so not part of your focus. I hope that makes sense. So when I saw these God of War requests, I was like, wait, I played this game. But then I thought about it. I'm like, I don't know what God of War music sounds like. Outside of that, you know, just orchestral kind of boom. And yeah, so anyways, Memories of Mother, which I thought was like the main theme of the series, which I guess it is. Now I know what it's called. Fantastic song. You know, this thing has 1.8 million views. So I'm curious how the views are, not that it matters, but I'm curious how the views are this one compared to the other ones, because I feel like this is the theme. Anyways, I could talk about God of War all day. I also platinum Ragnarok 2. Cheap plug. I played it right here. Not the 2018 version. I didn't stream back then. But please let me know your experience with God of War. I grew up with the series. Did you guys come into it late? Where you've been around since the beginning, since the David Jaffe days? I've always played God of War. It's always been such a big thing. And if anyone out there has a red PSP, I will take it off your hands. But this is really cool. It's always going to be a sentimental game for me. And I'm glad I got to hear it for the first time. So thank you, Gabriel, and thank you to the God of War fans. There's still a couple more from this game shortly coming up. Thanks to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse, and thanks to Bear McCurry and Corey Barlog and everyone. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Take it easy. Peace.